What's up, weebs? Welcome back to Anime Lane, the podcast where we take you down the yellow brick road of anime and have a look at everything it has to offer. As always, I'm your host, Notorious, and joining me once again today is Shaun.
Hello there.
And Melina.
I'm also here.
This week, it's A Tale of Two Cities in the Yoshiaki Kawajiri directed Wicked City and Demon City Shinjuku double feature. Animation production by Madhouse. Wicked City is written by Norio Osada. Demon City Shinjuku is written by Kaori Okamura. Music by Osamu Shoji and Motokazu Shinoda respectively. One's very, I'd say, Osamu Shoji-like, and then Motokazu Shinoda went very synthy in Demon City.
Fuck yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Oh. Both are based on novels by Hideyuki Kikuchi, licensed in the UK by what was formerly Manga Entertainment, is now Crunchyroll. It should have the manga logo on the case though. You can purchase both in Blu-ray disc. Apparently, I'm saying that out loud.
Just go with it. Just go with it.
Just go with it. And
skip over it. It's fine.
Yeah.
And for some reason, DVD. Why did they put 4K scans out on DVD? I don't know.
Those were 4K scans?
Yeah. In the US, it is licensed by Discotek Media, available on Blu-ray and on the Retrocross streaming service. If you have the ability to play Region A American Blu-rays, I highly recommend the Discotek release over the UK one because Demon City is totally out of sync.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I
So
love
we all
that.
watched the Discotek version because I went out of my way to buy them. The picture is fine. Wicked City in the UK is missing the British dub, which is hilarious.
I was actually going to ask.
Yeah, it has the American one, but not the British one.
Because that sounds like such a fucking UK release thing to do.
Subtitles are fine, but for Demon City, the subtitles are about a second out of sync.
I hate it.
Yeah, so fun.
I'm glad we were spared.
Yeah. So if you haven't noticed, this is the Halloween.
We've not really made it apparent yet, have we? It's the spooky,
Trust
spooky
us,
season.
we're all dressed up in our Halloween costumes. If you saw us, the atmosphere here.
I'm skinny
so
enough,
spooky.
like in real life, just count as a skeleton. So, that counts.
We have the decorations up.
Absolutely.
The mood lighting is set.
We're all sipping our pumpkin spice lattes.
It's definitely.
I mean, my can is orange. That counts.
Shh, that's your pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut it.
Hey, I said can. I didn't say can of what.
Definitely October as we're recording this. Sure.
Shut
Oh,
up.
don't tell them. You're gonna reveal the secrets.
I mean, at least it's September and not,
No, Dad!
Like, half of our shit was recorded in July and August. And is coming out in like December and January.
No, we recorded the day before it comes out.
I can't
so
wait
it's
till,
nice and relevant.
In one of those episodes, we remember like we talked about something very topical in like summer, and it's coming out in December. Like, oh wow, Elon Musk just changed Twitter to X. Isn't that something? And it's like 2024.
It's already back to Twitter at that
Or it's
point.
gone.
Yeah, it's dead at that point. And we're talking about it like it just happened. We just like having breaks near the end of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, we have other stuff going on.
We do.
We have schedules. You wouldn't think, but we do.
So yeah, this is the Halloween special. We last year on Napcast we did like a whole month of Halloween stuff. That was
Exhausting.
exhausting and too much. We kind of didn't do anything for Anime Lane just because like we weren't, I think, planning far enough ahead to account for.
No.
We weren't ready yet.
No, not at that point.
That's really what this comes
Yeah.
down to.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, we just decided that like Halloween, I guess, for Anime Lane will be like just one episode, and the chat episode will be just kept for whatever the fuck. So yeah, we watched Demon City first, although technically Wicked City and Demon City released like in that order. I forgot to mention what year they fucking released in the opening, so let me just
dare
quickly-
What? You missed
just
vital
horrible
information.
host.
So Wicked City was 1987 and Demon City Shinjuku was 1988. So
They
yeah.
both feel very 80s anime.
Oh, they
Oh,
are. They're
yeah.
absolutely boom. Not boom. Bubble period
yeah.
productions and that.
That's before the boom.
That's before the boom. That's before the bubble went boom. Wicked City came about because Yoshiaki Kawajiri was asked to produce a 35-minute Wicked City adaptation, and the production committee was so impressed with it that they asked for a full feature off the back of that, which I'm surprised by, because I don't know how you could fit this in a 35
No.
Yeah, there is a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah, so obviously we'll talk about Wicked City last, because we watched Demon City first. It came out second, but I would say it's the lesser of the two, even though they're both kind of on par with each other on a level.
To choose which one I'd like more.
I kind of went off it based on the one time I'd seen them before, and obviously that was watching the Scuffed manga release. So I don't know how much of my initial impression of Demon City was based on the fact that I was having to deal with subtitles being a whole second or so.
That's fair,
Out
yeah.
of sync, so
Out of the two of them, I honestly think, just to sort of give my thoughts away right at the beginning, I think I'd put Demon City just a little above.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
just honestly purely on vibes.
I can kind of get that. I prefer the soundtrack of Demon City a
Absolutely,
lot more.
it's so 80s.
I think I might have it on vinyl.
Wow.
I know I have one of them on vinyl, but I don't remember which one it is,
I
because
hope
it's
it's
sitting
Demon.
in the box. Or it could be Devilman. I'm not sure. I'd need to check.
We're gonna check right
I'm gonna
after this
check,
episode.
yeah. So yeah, Demon City. I don't know where to start with this one. We've watched Kawajiri before. Ninja Scroll and Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust were both Kawajiri productions, but these are very much, I think, Kawajiri productions in that they have his dark and very selective color palette going on.
Yeah, because I think in both you kind of notice the reds and blues
Yeah.
are very much used to kind of tell you a story of contrast and all that.
Yeah.
You literally said the same thing,
Yeah.
when you were watching it.
Yeah.
Because it was one of the first things I noticed, because in Demon City you start with the battle sequence, which they jump right into.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, what's happening? Who are you?
And that is not relevant again until the very end of the movie.
Yeah, who's this guy and who's the Wolverine here?
Yeah, they just jump you in, and then they're like, oh, he's killed him. I'm like, okay, who is he?
I was so tempted to send you
what does he do?
a screenshot of the dad and just put the caption, "The Wolverine 2013."
But that sequence itself, immediately you notice the use of color. But again, you're so distracted by what's going on.
Who this? Why this? What's
It looks
happening?
good, but I don't get it.
Oh, it's a ninja scroll again. I see.
we're very much throwing in media res into this. It starts off, we're in the middle of this, and then we're just on to the son's perspective after that. No preamble or anything.
Nope.
We get the title screen, and then it's just
There he is.
No,
There
It's a
then
guy.
we cut to the president of the World Federation, who's also the Messiah. The way they're talking about him.
no,
'Cause
that's Wicked City.
that's Wicked City.
Yeah.
I thought that was Demon City.
No.
I know. It's
Jimmy Carter's in Wicked City.
God, I'm confusing them so much now.
Oh no.
I'm sure it's
wait.
Demon
No,
City.
Demon
Yeah,
City
yeah.
is
Yeah,
it's
Sorry,
it's
mass-
Wicked
there's
City.
tiny old dudes in both. So
yeah,
it's very
that's yeah.
So I'm right.
I'm
Yeah.
getting confused between the very basic thing that they share in common is that you have a guy who is very important to sealing some sort of deal being kidnapped.
Yeah, they're really similar.
yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then-
they have President Messiah,
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. And then he's just kind of tied up in some demon web, right?
Vines?
Yeah. And I love how they just every now and then go back to it. Oh, he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Like
Yeah.
they make an effort to go back to it. I'm like, oh, tell me some plot thing. No.
And
No.
he's totally irrelevant, really.
They're just showing it to us so we remember. Oh, he's still there. Okay,
He's
that's
the
good. That's
MacGuffin.
good.
yeah,
But it doesn't do anything. They just keep going. He's like,
They
still
also
there.
don't
Still there.
technically save him at the end of the movie
Joe
either.
Biden has asked you to do him this favor. You've got to do it for Joe Biden.
I'm not even American.
I don't even speak your language, my dude. I don't know what you want.
Also, of all the things that I don't know if you checked out the dub at all
No.
for this.
Oh,
we
you
did.
didn't want to.
Me and Shaun had a quick look at it, and for some reason, the girl is English.
Oh,
But like, genuinely English? It's
No,
hard to tell.
just like that's the accent they gave her.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the actress, was she genuinely
I
English?
could
It's
not
hard
tell
to
you.
To me, it sounds very much like Breath of the Wild Zelda.
Oh, it sounds put on by an
Yeah.
American
Yeah.
person for sure. Because like the opening scene's really strange when you get into the cafe restaurant type place, because you have the main character whose name I don't remember. I know that in
Shonen
Wicked
man.
City it is Taki, which
is it Genchuro? No, that's
Geni-
Taki Genchuro.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
and then he sounds 30 years old. Shaun already got confused by the fact he looks like 20, but he's actually a high school kid.
Yeah, like in the middle of the
yeah,
movie,
Yeah.
he just says, "What do you expect from a high school student?" And I'm like, "Fuck off! You're in high school."
Yeah, and she's meant to be like
Yes.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that moment when there's like, well, I'm a high school kid. I'm like, immediately, Steve Buscemi, what's up, you fellow kids? I'm like,
this is the thing, it's like-
no.
At this point, we should just expect it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen enough of JoJo to
You,
know.
I was gonna say Jotaro is like a 40-year-old looking ass
Yeah.
man, and he's like 15.
Where like, yeah, they're bodybuilders,
Yeah.
but they're 14.
Yeah, exactly. I think back at like my age when I was 14, every boy's just like skinny and insecure,
Yeah.
but not this boy.
No.
No.
I'm not even a teenager, and I'm still like that. Come on.
Also, kid on his Heelys. Best part.
Oh no, hold on. We gotta
Hold on.
tell you what the dub of this
So,
kid is.
Oh, no.
I'll finish my thought on the dub.
Yeah.
Now
Of
that you've
course, yeah.
mentioned the kid.
This leads in.
Good.
So yeah, we're in that restaurant. He sounds 30, which was immediately off-putting. But the waitress person he's speaking to, is like awful put on Southern.
Oh no.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
For context, I only listened to like the end part of the dub, so like I didn't.
Yeah,
watch
she
the
never
opening
comes
scene.
up again. So
Yeah.
immediately like, oh, this is not gonna be great. So then flash forward to the girl showing up. She's English. Then they meet the kid, and he's
How do you want to explain this?
he's Mexican.
A Mexican adult.
Yeah, Mexican adult, but obviously not like a real Mexican accent either.
Oh,
I actually looked into the casting, and I think from what I found, he's actually voiced by a very white English guy.
Yeah, that sounds about right for the era.
So you can tell it's a very Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
That's what
like
I
there's,
question.
That's
there's
what I
nothing
question.
about this boy character that in me would say Mexican.
No,
No.
Okay, well, that's a choice.
there's nothing really about the girl and the dad that struck me as English. More so, very bona fide American.
Yeah, they're rich.
And like, yeah, in dubbing, I guess you want to discern between, but at the same time, you could get away with just not.
Yeah, I don't think anyone
Especially
can.
in this era.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like a suspension of disbelief in this sort of
Exactly.
thing. So yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Now you know.
But yeah, I like the little kid on his Heelys. He just fucking showed up. Beep. Hi, what's up?
Kind of led them
Pay
to
me.
their death.
He has the Heelys I wish I had as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He
He's
has
just zooming
electric
along.
Heelys,
Yeah.
just zooming along. The animators must have loved it.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing. He just whooshes.
With his two-headed dog pet that dies immediately.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot about
Yeah.
And the girl's just like, nah, he's nice. He's pretty cool. It's like, oh, fuck. I should have just paid attention to him and loved him. What the fuck is this?
With my girl powers of empathy, I can fix them.
that. Also, can we talk about the fact that the kid sleeps in like a hammock type thing,
Yeah.
but immediately somewhere within that vicinity is like the very Love Hotel looking
Yeah.
bedroom
Anime.
Oh, yeah.
that he
Like
could
a
have slept in.
hotel-ish
Yeah,
looking room, yes.
it's a Love Hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Just that's the general look. Like
Yeah.
you're not getting like a genuine normal hotel.
The big
You
It
can
just
just
circle
you can
bed.
just
that
tell
looks like that.
after
It's
a
a
while.
clam. Did you notice? It's
was
like
a
a clam
clam.
shell.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
clam.
I was just, tropical theme room. How 90s.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you.
Yeah. And the tension there.
Yeah.
But again, she's And he's no.
I do love the fact that like they have this one scene where like he looks over, you think he's gonna do a bad thing, but he's like, nah, I can't. I gotta sleep on the floor.
He
now.
then sleeps on the floor when there's a couch in the room.
Yeah.
Hey, respect trumps everything else, even sanity.
Must respect women.
Yeah, he's got the respect women juice.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's for an 18-year-old. He's fairly respectful.
18? No, they said high school. I'm thinking they're aiming like 16.
But a buff boy was 16.
Again,
It's anime.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me show you the main character of Stardust Crusaders.
Oh,
I'm sure
no.
we've done this before.
Oh God.
This man is 17.
Steroids. Steroids.
He, at 40, he looks younger.
The only
Oh my
time this
God.
ever makes sense in the series is like with Jonathan, because like he's a rugby player.
Yeah.
And he's like
It
19.
kind of makes sense for Joseph as well, I
Yeah,
think.
because he's thrown on the street and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, he shouldn't look like a fucking gym lad, but
No.
Beef boy.
you can understand he's somewhat strong.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the character listing for this, so I cannot, because I don't remember. Iza Kyoya, that's it.
I know Mephisto shows up.
Yeah, he doesn't really do anything.
Why is he here? Oh, he's Italian in the dub, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mephisto.
Who?
Mephisto.
The guy
Oh,
in
Mephisto.
red. Yeah.
He's Italian in the dub. Very Italian.
Oh,
That's
I might go back to that.
Yeah, you might want to go back to that.
Just to have a look at it. Oh.
well,
It's a
there's
mad
what he
wow.
looks. There's what Kyoya looks like in the novel, by the way.
Yeah, see, that's a kid.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a kid. Like overgrown hair, skinny, big clothes,
Yeah.
very big eyes.
Everything about his sword and like his get up screams more kind of the character they're going for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
rather than semi-delinquent-ish that they're going for in
Yeah.
the movie. Doesn't mention his age, but this barely looks like a biography, I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
no.
Yeah, this is barely a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I don't think this will tell me. Nah.
No, this is a man. He looks in his 30s.
I'm gonna be honest, he looks like the most generic shonen protagonist.
He does. He looks like he's right out of Yu Yu Hakusho.
And to be fair, this movie is very much just a basic shonen plot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he looks like he'd fit in
yeah.
with these
Oh,
guys.
absolutely. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I would,
that's
yeah.
him right there.
Yeah. And yeah, so there's the kind of like what his uniform would kind of look like if it was buttoned up, but instead he has it open, so you only
And he's
see,
wearing
like,
a sort of... is it not a jacket? Is it just like the sort of blazer thing?
yeah, it's the blazer.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was like a jacket or something.
It's technically a jacket. Japanese school uniforms are weird.
Yeah, I'm not gonna...
It also has like a weird priest collar-y type thing.
Yeah,
too.
I don't know enough.
Nah, it's
so
weird.
I don't feel confident stating.
But yeah, I had seen like enough stuff to like immediately recognize it as like a uniform. So I was
Okay.
like, this kid's a high school kid, and
Yeah,
there's
he
just
is.
enough suspension of disbelief with anime to go, sure, I guess.
You only pointed it out after I'd seen the movie, and I literally went, didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I thought it was like white t-shirt, like black leather jacket. Sort
Yeah.
of
I mean,
That's what I thought,
I
yeah.
could totally see how, because it kind of looks almost like Akira's
Yeah.
kind of jacket
yeah,
in
yeah.
some scenes. Yeah, weird. Now seeing the novel character design, that's a weird choice to me.
Yeah, the novel design was way better.
Yeah. The girl
Peach.
Peach.
Let's just call her Peach.
Yeah.
Brunette Peach.
Yeah.
She's there.
She's there. Yeah.
Yeah. One-dimensional female character.
Yeah.
She's the girl.
And it's
Yep.
hilarious that at the end, the sort of like Master Roshi and Jimmy Carter guys are sitting. You don't even. You're not gonna get the Master Roshi joke, I guess.
No.
Are kind of sitting watching from like wherever the fuck they are, and Master Roshi is like, oh, the two of them have done something to save the world together. They're stronger. And I'm like, she didn't do anything.
She didn't do she got
was just
captured.
kinda there.
Like, she didn't do shit.
Like, literally, they show up and, like, the bad guy is just like, hey, you look like a good damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Then just captures her.
Like, Kyoya gets the shit knocked out of him, finds his dad's sword, Mephisto shows up, rescues Peach,
This all happens in the last 10 minutes
Yeah.
of the movie, by
Yeah.
the way.
and then Kyoya shows back up and fucking one-shots the man.
Yeah. He picks up the sword and it's just like, okay, end the movie. All right.
Yeah.
And then roll
Bonk.
credits.
We're running out of time and we need space for the credits. Ah, fuck.
He kills him and they're happy. Ta-da!
Yeah.
And don't forget to kiss the love interest.
Yeah, they kiss like
Don't
right at the
forget
end.
You need to end it with that.
Oh.
It's obligated. Because it's shonen.
There's something to be said about the fact that like both of these are based on Hideyuki Kikuchi books, right? And I'd say he's definitely better at writing adult characters.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say marginally, like massively so, but definitely he's better at handling adult
Definitely an
characters
improvement.
than the teen ones.
Yeah.
Like everyone is so one-dimensional in Demon
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
And then but there's like a bit more depth, I think, to the characters in Wicked City.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's not much, but there's a little
I
bit.
think with Wicked City being like the first book in a series, because it's based on the first book, Blackguard, I think I can kind of forgive that the characters maybe don't feel as rounded out as they should, because it's like, oh well, you would need to experience the rest to see the development of these characters.
Unfortunately, I have not.
Yeah, and I think only the first 3 ever got translated in English out of like 11.
Christ.
So yeah, yeah, he wasn't great at writing kids.
No, it just had the feeling of, you know, oh, a 7-year-old just walked up and was like, Father, you must help me with this quest. I'm like, no. No.
Papa.
Papa.
Mom, I pissed the bed.
You know, it's hard to write younger people than yourself.
Yeah.
It's always easiest to write someone who's like yourself.
However, I would say that like a lot of shonen handle it better by just writing them as people.
Fair.
That's impossible. That's
How,
stupid.
what? What?
Because, like, yeah, everyone kind of goes, oh, you know, they all act like adults. And it's like, well, would you rather that or them be some absolutely painful edgelord?
Yeah,
because
I'd
an
rather
adult
not be
tried to write them?
Yeah.
Actual teenagers, because actual teenagers are the worst.
Yeah.
I say this as a teenager who was also the worst to myself.
Yeah, but every teenager's horrible. I want to see a teenager like, I don't fucking want to.
there is stuff like that, you know, but I think like in the vast majority of shonen where we're talking about power fantasies,
Yeah.
which Demon City in a sense is, I think it just works better if you kind of take them and write them as adults,
Yeah.
or in the case of One Piece and Hunter x Hunter, is just write the dumbest fucking character in existence.
Yeah.
I should watch One Piece.
You should. It's very good.
God, any other thoughts about it? It's the one I watched first, and we had to watch a lot for this
We
session.
did, yeah.
So
So it's
It's-
in the backest of our
Yeah,
Yes.
my head is still a little fuzzy from all of this. Like I can feel the static.
Yeah, it's just like, what happened? What happened again?
All I
The
can
city
think
was
of
in ruins. There were ruins.
all I can think of right now to bring up is just the fact the random Mephisto fight at like in the second act that it happened, and then
But then
we move on.
I think also is the fact that Mephisto shows up like 3 times
Yeah,
in the whole course of the movie. He shows up in the second act, fights in the second act, disappears again until the third act where he randomly shows up and saves Peach.
very tuxedo mask and the sort of
Yeah.
my work here is done, but you didn't do anything.
Like he literally shows up and says something about, oh, you know, you would make like a very dashing bride or something. He's like, but alas, you're not for me. And I'm like,
That's a child, sir. Of
what?
course.
What is happening?
My good sir. No.
He came in, talked about Greek mythology, didn't elaborate, and then he
Yeah,
left.
he kept going on about Pandora's box.
I'm like, yeah, I know what you're trying to say, but you can't just bring that up in front of a 15-year-old and be like, I get it. I get it.
Oh man, that's deep.
Yeah, like, is he trying to impress her? He's like, ever heard of Pandora's box?
So have you heard of the Greek mythological tale?
I have English class tomorrow. It's like, okay.
Okay. This was a movie.
It was a movie.
He's basically the equivalent of the guy that shows up and go, "Hey, have you heard of the critically acclaimed?"
No! Not again. I'm not playing it yet, god damn it. Final Fantasy 14.
Oh my god!
The critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14 now online, now with an extended free trial.
Dude, I ain't fucking playing it right now, man.
I don't care.
Oh, there was also that one sequence where they met the ghost of a child.
Oh yeah, the whole part where I just zoned out.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It's like, she's a child.
What was up
She's
with
trying
that?
to kill us.
Yeah,
Oh no, she's a child again.
They're the souls of the people that died in the initial
There's
demon
like
attack or
three
something.
things going on in that scene, like all at the same
Yeah.
time. You
Yeah.
have Kyoya being in the fucking spirit realm or something.
He's gonna meet Uncle Iroh.
He got fucking Doctor Stranged out of his body, I guess. Then you have Peach apparently like. And then everything that's going on with the that. Our headphones are acting up again.
Okay.
Are you telling me you didn't notice the left one totally cut out there?
Sean. Oh, wait, I noticed. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Let's not dwell on this. Let's move on.
But yeah, child goes insane.
Yeah.
Child shoots? Question.
Child gets hug.
Yeah.
And child's fine.
Yeah.
Child disintegrates.
Child okay.
Child gives the creepiest smile.
Yes.
I mean, overall, the character is creepily designed in the first place.
To bring up like another fucking Avatar reference in like 2 minutes, she looks like May from like Avatar, but like a very small child.
Yeah.
I had like a full 5 minutes where it's like she looks like a character I've seen before, but I don't know who. And then like after the scene was over, I literally just went May.
I also think like she kind of looks like an aged down version of the like main girl.
Yeah, that's what I thought
that
we were
Yeah.
going like
Confused
psychological
me,
stuff.
Yeah.
Because I had the same thought where it's like, is she the mother? No, because no. I was like, time travel. No, it happened so long, but she's mother, sister. But no.
There's also part of me
Aunt.
like, child of those two?
Yeah, I got that same
Yeah.
idea, but I felt weird thinking that.
Same, yeah.
And I don't think that like at all that's meant to be what's happening, but you know,
You can't have characters look too similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you, like,
We're getting the Galaxy Express problem.
yeah.
Every woman looks like Maytail.
Maytail.
There's Frosty Maytail. There's Queen Maytail.
It's spooky. Maytail.
Spooky Maytail.
But I think it's something you just, you know, in film in general, you have to watch out for characters that just look too
Yeah,
similar. You
yeah.
can't have two women with long blonde hair without there being, you know, a connection between them or something that you can tell them apart from.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
otherwise, it's a mess.
Can we have one just have like a mole or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think honestly, if I were to say anything about like how these movies look, is that I kind of wish they had a different character designer, because I
Yeah.
feel like there's just a lack of anything happening in the character designs. I think they're all designed to be very human.
Yeah, but they don't really seem to have personality
No.
that's jumping off them.
Yeah.
They're just girl and guy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
The only one
yeah.
that comes closest is Master Roshi to me.
Yeah,
Because he looks like he's got an actual design that's giving off like a sort
then
of
he
character.
never shows
and then he
up.
barely
Yeah.
shows up, yeah. Like he shows up for the long exposition dump.
Yeah, at the
beginning,
start. Yeah.
Which all I heard, because I'm the Star Wars nerd, was Vader was seduced by the dark side. He betrayed and murdered you.
I heard him talking about Nempo, and I'm like, this is just what Hunter x Hunter is like.
Cena.
Skip. Yep, there you go.
You could skip that entire scene and lose
Yeah.
fuck all.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically him going, you have shonen powers. Go use those shonen powers.
Yeah.
And you can skip all of that and not be lost.
Hey, guess what? You're the protagonist. Oh, fuck.
Here's a pretty girl. Oh.
I can't reject Pretty Girl because, again, I'm the protagonist.
It's like the Hulk meme of like him walking up to Ant-Man and just sort of handing him, and it's like main character syndrome. He's like, oh, okay.
The call.
Oh, I gotta do stuff now. It's like, yeah, you're gonna carry
Like,
the story,
reject
my
the call,
dude.
and then we go immediately to the call knows where you live.
Yeah. Your dad was important. Oh, fuck.
God damn.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I was
starts
told he
dyeing
just
his hair.
left. Why couldn't he just left?
Starts dyeing his hair away from the main character color.
No,
No, please
no,
not again.
no. his hair starts turning purple. Like, no.
No. We're not doing this. Like a speck of white. No.
He just suddenly becomes blonde. Ah, fuck!
Oh no! His eyes turn like a weird pink color. Oh, for fuck's sake! Suddenly becomes buff 15-year-old. Oh, come on!
Suffering from success.
Oh, God.
See, that's a nice coming of age movie. Someone that just magically becomes a main character. And like, no.
Sure, that's a Tumblr prompt somewhere.
That is absolutely an anime film that needs to happen.
Yes. Because I'd love to see it. So
just someone not wanting to be the main character of a shonen story.
Yeah, and like throughout the whole runtime, they're accidentally filling out the main quest.
Oh wait, shit! This is just One Punch Man.
I should watch One Punch Man.
You should. Even I've seen like
Does he
3
go
episodes.
bald because he's shaving off his main character hair?
I can't remember.
I think
Oh
he's
god, that's an
bald.
actual possibility there.
But Kawajiri actually storyboarded for One Punch Man.
Oh.
So yeah, that's the weird thing is like Kawajiri hasn't directed a lot after I think Oedo might have. No, sorry, Bloodlust would have been his last one. But after that, he's like storyboarded for a whole bunch of stuff. So you got One Punch Man, Jujutsu Kaisen recently, Demon Slayer was another one I think I seen. So he's still active and still working
doing
on
stuff,
like yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah. It's a shame. I'd love to see him do something now
Yeah.
and like how this style would translate to now.
Because I would like to see another movie like these.
Yeah.
Like they're very sort of easy to digest. I want to say piecemeal. Is that like the right term? I'm not sure.
Not if you're like talking easy to digest, because piecemeal is like you're being fed it in like small chunks.
I don't know food. But it's very sort of... It's just sort of simple, basically.
It's kind of junk food, I think.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it. But like, I'd like to see more.
Yeah, I think if like you were hear the reps of these movies within the anime community, you would think they're like high caliber cinema, and they're not really. Like they're very pulpy films.
Yeah.
And I think that they are deserving of their rep in some capacity because they are high quality. And they're highly creative pieces.
They're competent.
They're competent, and they show a great sense of auteurism to them.
Cromulent.
I'd say they're more than cromulent because I like the animation, I like the style, I like the music, I like the way that these are all constructed.
The vibe and aesthetics are all there.
Yeah, it's just for Demon City specifically, I think the story is really lacking in any depth to keep you going.
It's very different in like the case of both the movies because you could like, I'm gonna say like you can turn off like all the audio and just have it on as like a visual sort of thing. And you can get the same sort of enjoyment out of it, which I was gonna compare to Blade Runner, but I actually really like Blade Runner's story as well.
Blade Runner's story is great, but you could also just totally mute that film
because that's just such a visual sort of masterpiece.
So yeah, any more thoughts on Demon City?
No,
Honestly, no.
So scores.
It's hard for me to really give it much of a score. I want to say like 6.5-ish.
Yeah, I was going 5.5 just because it's not very memorable.
No, I mean that's absolutely fair. I think like 7 for me, like I say, aesthetic vibes. As like a piece, like if you turn the audio off and don't pay attention to the story, like I think it's masterclass in that sense. But yeah, lacking a memorable story or anything. I would watch a version of this that was like the isolated soundtrack, which Discotheque have done before. You can watch the Galaxy Express movies with an isolated soundtrack.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's something I would like to have seen included as like a bonus. Is the ability to just watch that version of the movie. So yeah, I'd say 7. It's good. It's nothing special. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It is weirdly like predictable. Like you can kind of tell. Like, he's the son. Of course, yes.
You know exactly how the story's gonna go. 10 minutes
I find it interesting how tropey it is for being 1988, though.
That's true. Yeah, for sure.
Considering I think Shonen didn't really blast off into how it is now until kind of the late 90s, early 2000s.
I would say 90s.
Yeah, like sure, Dragon Ball was there, but nothing else was kind of
doing
it that way until much later. With like One Piece and stuff. and then Bleach and all that. The big three, so to speak. One Piece,
It
Bleach,
really
and
did
Naruto.
sort of explode around the turn of the millennium.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's perfectly cool.
Cool. Yeah, I wouldn't say this one's much of a horror.
No.
Nah, they're demons.
Yeah.
They're demons.
If you're scared of that shit.
Yeah, but
I'd
they're not
say-
even scary, dude.
No.
Yeah, I'd say Wicked City kind of leans a little bit more into it, but even then, it's
Definitely
more
more
just like,
body horror.
yeah, fucked up designs, really.
Yeah, because like in the first like part of the movie when he's having that quickie.
A casual encounter.
Yes. Taking up a woman's time. Never saying that again.
Keep going. Give
No,
us
I
more.
don't want to.
Give more.
There's the
terms.
shovel.
Can we just bleep that? I said that. I feel dirty saying
That's
that.
gonna sound worse if I bleep it.
Okay, yeah, it's true.
Okay, so Wicked City.
Oh,
We open in a bar
yeah.
Yep.
where he starts taking a woman's time.
You're not making me feel better.
Takes him back to his for some
Her
Netflix and
place.
chill.
I thought it was like
Her
a
place, his
hotel.
place.
I think it's her place.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was a hotel.
Oh god, I don't remember.
I think it's her place.
It's a
Maybe.
place.
A place.
A
They go to
place.
an apartment. It's not a hotel. I know
They're
that.
gonna
Yeah.
do the fucky wucky.
That's worse.
Yeah.
Taking a woman's.
No.
I'd rather just say fucky wucky.
I'm never gonna let that go.
That
That's
is one of the
amazing.
quotes of all time.
I don't want this on my tombstone. God, why am I single?
So after,
This is a weird Valentine's Day special.
it's so creepy. It fits for Halloween.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So after that,
Yep.
lady transforms into half spider.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
he-
freaked me out a little.
And he's
Demon-
just like, fuck.
Well, yeah, you.
But
would.
he's also not too surprised.
Well, it's kind of, as you find out, part of his job
Yeah.
to deal
Yeah.
with demons. So,
Exactly.
You've seen it.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's been there, done that before. Which I'm
We're
pretty
getting
sure.
through the swimming lane.
No, I'm pretty sure. Going by some of the lines of dialogue he has in the hotel later, when he's like playing, I think Go or something like that with the concierge, like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does mention, I think, that he slept with demon women before.
Yeah.
So I'm not wrong.
Like something I want to
You
mention
shouldn't say it.
very early on. He gets his assignment.
Yeah.
And he's like, so someone from the other side will be joining you. It's like, okay, from Blackguard.
I also
whatever.
hate how they dress it up as the other side for so long.
Yeah.
When we've met a demon
Yeah.
woman already.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I hate that he was like, how will I find her? She's the most beautiful one. You'll see. You'll know.
And,
I'm like, no.
she is
that
the-
is not
It's
how
not a
this works.
description.
She's
He's like,
also the
"You?"
most bishojo ass looking man that I've seen. Like, she looks like the main character of a shoujo manga.
Oh.
Define shoujo again.
Okay, so
I don't know.
shoujo is the one for women.
Okay.
Ah.
And I wonder if I just Google shoujo manga, because I can't think of any directly off the top of my head, since it's not like something I read a lot. Let me see if I can find one with a guy on it. But yeah, like if you look at the kind
yeah.
of like the sharpness.
Dreamy guy.
I don't like that cover.
Yeah, there we go. That
Yeah.
sort of
Dreamy, moody boy.
sharp
Yeah.
sharp designs, very kind of the spiky-ish hair,
Yeah.
very effeminate, I would say, in
Yeah.
a sense.
Yeah.
Pretty boy.
That's kind of what
Yeah.
Maki.
I think Maki.
Maki, yeah.
Maki. It's
Yeah,
like,
I was
whatever.
watching it with the English dub.
Maki and
so-
Taki.
Maki and Taki. That kept throwing me off.
Yeah. They're meant to be.
Ugh. Yeah, fuck that. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
exactly.
Fuck
You know what? I will
that.
agree with you on that. That
Oh
romance
my
was bullshit.
god. This tiny little Italian maybe, dude. His name's fucking Giuseppe.
Giuseppe, who's actually Master fucking Roshi.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you want to talk
Roshi.
about actual personality?
Yeah.
It's the biggest fucking creep in the world.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
fuck this guy.
Biggest fucking creep. And then at the end, they're like, no, it was his plan all along to fucking be a creep, to go to like a love hotel, or as he said, a Playboy club.
Yeah, something
I
along
guess.
those lines.
Yeah,
It's like a
that-
hostess sort of club
Yeah.
thing.
His whole thing was like, I want to go to this club. And they're like, please don't go to the club. And I'm like, how old are you?
I'm gonna
joint.
I'll just say
Yeah.
this right now. Like, I would have given this movie a whole extra like point if like right at the end, like he just kicked him,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and he just launched like a football.
Because he has one comment when they're in the car.
Uh-huh.
And I don't remember the exact sentence, but it's basically, oh, demon lady has good puss.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That was
There
the
are
conversation.
multiple characters
Yeah.
that say the demon woman.
Yeah, but he said it directly.
Yeah.
He just went for it to the point of, no, let's go. But what the fuck did you just say?
They fuck well. What?
Can we not? Oh my god. He was like, I don't know. You need me to sign a treaty, but boy, boy, do they.
Do we have to protect him? Can we not just leave him on the side of the road
He's like,
somewhere?
we need him.
Also, apparently he's from the other side, so I'm like, are you like advocating?
Against it for.
Like, what are you
I don't know.
saying? Like, you're from. So, huh?
I thought he was just a long-lived sort of
I
human.
genuinely don't know. It's confusing the way he gets introduced.
The implication, at least in like, because I watched the subtitles, I don't know if it's a difference in like the.
I
dub.
kind of had the subtitles on while I was
Oh,
watching
okay,
it.
but, like,
dubbed.
the way it was the way I thought they were explaining it was like he was just like a sort of mystic human
Yeah.
sorcerer guy.
That's what I took
I
as well.
think, but like there was also something about him being part of the, and I'm like, what are you on about?
I stopped caring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just gotta be honest. After a while, I stopped caring.
He showed up. So these two people are meant to pick up this guy from the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. Plane blows up. We're like, what? And then he just sends her. Thank God I took an earlier flight.
Oh, that
Like-
sucks. People died, man.
I was like, can we compassion?
Yeah.
Like this guy just watched like let's say 200 people
Yeah.
die. He's like, oh, thank God I wasn't there. Like
To be fair, he is
Yeah.
200 years old, so.
That's not an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
No, I hate the bullshit sort of he's immoral, he doesn't care about lives. Bullshit.
No, I more mean that he's 200 years old and brokered the original deal between the demons, so I'm pretty sure he's like been through some fucked up shit.
Okay.
He just watched a plane blow up.
Yeah, and he doesn't care about the people.
He's
That's
just like,
still
oh,
fucked up.
sucks.
I feel like that's got to be normal for him at this point. Like,
no.
I guess, but you know, just a little inkling.
A little.
Look,
oh no! Would
the
have been
character he is for the
appreciated.
rest of the movie, are you really surprised?
I guess not.
It's like an immediate tone set.
I could still complain about him.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck him. I
Like,
hate him.
like the whole goal is we're trying to keep you safe, but booby please, booby please.
Where tit?
I was like, no, we have to. You know, we need to sign the thing. You need to be safe. Oh come on, booby please.
But titties.
And then it's
Tickle
okay.
bitties.
If you don't take me to the tickle bitties, show me your. Like, guy, you can do without for a day. You're okay. You're fine.
I said this to you, like, I think halfway through when I was watching it. I was like, you know, a more accurate title for this movie would basically the many ways you can violate a demon woman.
Yeah.
Because Maki gets put through a lot of shit.
Oh
She
my
does, yeah.
god. Yeah.
She's harassed. She's raped like twice.
triple raped even.
Triple rape,
Yeah.
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 The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was all part of the plan, apparently.
All
all
according to
part of the
Kakaku.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hated that they ended with he's half them or he has a gene. He is the gene.
He's got a spiritual gene. I don't know
They
what
they
that
have
means.
a strong enough bond that means they can fuck and conceive a child that is half demon, half human.
And
Yeah.
that will solve all our problems.
And that will solve the problems.
I don't think it will.
No, I'm gonna be
No.
honest. It really won't.
Yeah, but they already have terrorism from the other side. I don't think they're gonna be like, oh
Yeah.
no, guys, there's a baby.
Yeah, like
There's-
all that's gonna do
I-
is just
I
put
could've-
that
We can't do
baby
this
a target.
anymore.
I could have done without that. This could have just been like a cool series about like a secret police force type thing that like deals with demon terrorism.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that would have been so fucking
You
cool.
can get like a series worth. Of
Yeah,
stuff
I mean
out
they
of
wrote
that.
11 books. I don't know how many of them the demon child thing is relevant in. I'm pretty sure one of them is called Devil Baby, so you know.
Well, there you go.
Okay, well that's a hint.
But yeah, like take that out of it and you have a good enough core concept that you don't need that part. It's also so wildly out of nowhere at the end. It's
Yeah.
within the last like 20
Yeah.
minutes and they fuck and then it's like Maki disappears for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and suddenly comes back and is more powerful, and Giuseppe's just like, oh my god, she's pregnant, and I'm like, my guy, that's not how that works.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking fast.
Like, I also watched it, I was like, well, thank God it doesn't fucking work like that, but oh my god.
I don't know if demon like physiology is different, but it ain't working like that in the human
As the
world.
egg just there like,
Oh, that's my time.
Yep. Ovulating? No. Oh, never mind then. No, it just works. Whenever.
it just works. Just
Yes.
whenever.
Yeah. Don't question it, bro.
No.
Trust me, bro.
There's this whole fan fiction, like, not, like, theories. As soon as someone does the taking a woman's time,
Yeah.
pregnant.
I don't like how you keep
Pregnant.
staring at me every time you say that.
Because I want to remind you of the mistakes you made.
I'm glad I'm uninvolved.
I'm never drinking Monster again.
Oh, you think that's what's caused this?
Probably. I wouldn't have said something that's fucking stupid. That's my excuse.
Also, I like how Spider Lady, which we see in the beginning.
Disappears and then
Yeah.
shows up like right at the end.
She doesn't put on any clothes.
No.
No, she's
She
just
doesn't
wearing a garter
redress.
belt.
She doesn't,
No,
go back to being a human looking woman.
no, she just continues to be naked Spider Lady.
Yep.
Who instead of having normal private parts,
She's someone's fetish.
has
Oh yeah,
teeth.
I'm gonna be honest. The immediate thought I
Yeah.
had when she transformed into someone's into this.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
She just has teeth. Like, creepy teeth.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
I there are so many issues with that whole thing, but I'm also like, it does add something to the atmosphere of the fact that she's just like that to me. Like, I don't know, it's a kind of a thing with like horror in general where like if you keep the weirdness factor of it, I think it adds to the whatever's happening, but at the same time it's like, women, put on some clothes.
Yeah, why move out?
That's your issue. The fact that she has her, not her
Yeah.
Priorities.
Find a term. Try. I tried.
spider mouth clamp vagina.
Spider puss. Spider puss.
My guy, shut the fuck up.
This is not gonna do you well.
I've already fallen. It's too late.
This is the first episode of the day.
Hope has truly descended.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
Spider Lady.
I've already
dies.
sinned once. Why not just do it a million times at this point? Go down there a legend.
Any more comments, Shaun? Are you gonna?
I think I'm just gonna shut my fucking mouth now.
Oh my
Happy
God.
Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, this is a Halloween episode.
Yeah.
My mouth is the true horror.
True. That's the title for this
Oh
episode.
yeah, there you go. Shaun doesn't shut the fuck up.
I mean, if it were an Appcast one, sure.
Yeah.
It was just a bit of a trip, this movie to
Oh,
me.
yeah.
A trip of, wow!
And I think, like, again, had this been like any other type of movie, I would be like, what the actual fuck? But I
Yeah.
think because it has that horror thing going on, I'm like, I can roll with it to a certain degree because
Yeah.
I also know that horror's done much fucking worse. And so has anime, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'd say at times this does border a little bit on hentai,
Yeah.
but I think
gets
it's
kinda close,
It
yeah.
does. There was way too uncomfortable of a close up of Maki having something rammed into her mouth. That
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I've seen this elsewhere.
Just gonna out yourself like that.
We've talked about it before
Shut
on
up.
the podcast.
Shaun, do you want to say something or should you know? Shaun?
I retract my statement.
Okay. That's very smart. Very smart. Yeah, that made me fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah, that made me
Yeah,
uncomfortable
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
So I was like,
Ugh.
I had seen this before and was still uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I was
fair.
tempted to just skip it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah. I just, some of the tropes I hate, which I understand why they're a trope, is man, woman meet, they like each other, and they're willing to sacrifice anything to save each
Yeah.
other. I'm like, I wouldn't give a shit. No offense. But it's like, oh, fuck, partner. Oh, well. Can I get a new one?
Oh no. Anyway.
Anyway, it just, they make you think they care so much for someone they just met.
Yeah. I also hate that like he goes to save her because like obviously that's who he's been tasked to see the situation through with, so they obviously have like an obligation to each other. He goes to save her and then they're like, oh, why the fuck did you do that? And it's like, bruh,
how dare you save your fucking co-worker?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I mean, he does kind of demand on his little Giuseppe. He's like, you go there, I'll go there.
It's very clear that Giuseppe can fend for him fucking self.
He's fucking fine.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Still.
He's in a safe house.
Yeah, but how safe was the first safe house?
To be fair, they went to a fucking hotel the last time.
Yeah,
so
this is a full-on like spiritual base
said
thingy.
The hotel was also on the spiritual whatever.
And there's also like 50 other guys there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair.
So,
that just reminded me, the safe house, the spiritual healer world.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I got the same
Comatage.
vibes.
Yeah. It's
like,
kind of Comatage.
That's it. That's it right there. It was just a trip.
Yeah.
It was also a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, story-wise, I think it's better than
Yeah.
Demon City, but it made me very uncomfortable.
No, I get that. And I'd say as like a horror piece, it's maybe doing its job, but at the same time, I think I have this issue where there's a lot of dark fantasy stuff, especially when it comes to manga and anime, that use rape as a plot device far too often.
I don't like that.
It is constantly done in Berserk. It's done here in Wicked City. Dark fantasy, even, I'm not just saying it's a Japanese issue, it was a big issue for dark fantasy in English-speaking territories as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sorry, Sean.
You kicked me.
Yeah, I think that was too often used as a plot device, and it just never added anything realistically.
To me, it doesn't add anything. I would rather have someone see just cuffed up and like being fucking slapped and kicked.
Yeah.
That to me has more impact than being triple raped.
Because like it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's
cheap
cheap.
shot.
It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
It's easy to be like, oh, as a man, he has to protect her honor, and she's being raped.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, okay, you're just doing this for shock value.
Yeah,
and
like
it makes me uncomfortable, and it takes me out of the story. And if you would have just been like, no, we shot her in the foot, I'm like, oh no, he must save her.
Yeah, because like when you see that half your brain is taken up with, you're literally just doing this to shock me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Of course, it's making me uncomfortable. I know it's purely just for like cheap value.
Yeah, and it's not to say that like it can't be like an effective thing to do, but like it's very like specific. I think
Yeah.
you can't just
Put it
throw it out like Wicked City does.
No, 100%.
Because like when I think of maybe like decently effective uses of it, is at least the first remake of The Hills Have Eyes, and it's just to kind of show how deranged and like fucked up this family is because of the constant inbreeding and radiation or whatever it is that they have been exposed to and stuff. So yeah, like it's yeah.
Scores.
This one I'd probably say like a 7.5 or an 8. Just I think the vibes are a bit stronger in this one in terms of
Creepiness.
Yeah, and I like the kind of, there's more moment to moment things that happen in terms of like cool creature design or cool like something visually cool happens, whereas I think Demon City's a bit more kind of level.
Yeah.
I said earlier that like it's sort of hard for me to really pick one over the other, so I guess I'm kind of sticking with another 6.5.
Okay, fair enough.
The same sort of score.
Yeah. I think for me, I'd say a 6. So better than Demon City, but it just cheap shots.
Yeah,
there's a
definitely
lot
some
more.
cheap shots. I'd say Symptom of the Era.
Maybe like
Yeah.
higher
As
highs but
anything else.
lower lows.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think like I'm not gonna say I can ignore the lower lows because you can't.
Nah, you can really
I
can't,
think
but
the strength of everything around it though is like much better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
there's more of a stronger structure there.
Yeah.
I think the world building is just stronger in Wicked City.
Oh yeah. I think they establish a much more interesting,
Yeah.
world to play around with, and they also create like I think the style also fits slightly better to what they're doing in Wicked City, where like it feels almost like a police drama at times.
Yeah. Like a buddy cop.
Yeah. Detective story.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Columbo's gonna come in any second.
I'd like to have seen more like adapt maybe more of the novels or something like that. Maybe that's what I'd like to see Kawajiri come back and do.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm not sure how that would translate to like current.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe change a few things here and there, but
I more mean like, content wise, you would probably have to adjust, but like in terms of his style, I don't know how well it would translate to
like
modern animation.
Yeah.
Because the industry's vastly different now. One, these productions would have taken a lot of time, probably a lot of crunch, but also there's something about committing a film like this to film compared to committing it digitally.
Yeah.
That I think the appearance would maybe not be as strong.
Yeah. It's just a different sort of structure in the industry.
Yeah, I think it's like when people talk about, you know, like getting a new adaptation of Berserk or something like that.
You can't really do it.
Yeah, there's certain things where I think the time in the industry where that could have happened has come and gone.
Yeah.
Berserk 1997 is the closest thing that we'll ever get to like a really good adaptation. And I mean, it is a really good adaptation of that manga.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like a hot take, but I think I'd say the same for like the original Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, like I think they can keep trying to do new stuff with it,
but
Arise was shit. You know, the really standout stuff for Ghost in the Shell was Ghost in the Shell and Standalone Complex, the first TV series thing that they did. And those two are very of their era. You know, Ghost in the Shell's very 90s, and then Standalone Complex is very kind of like politically charged mid 2000s.
Okay.
So those both work. And I think the time for any of that's kind of moved.
Past, yeah.
I don't think that we have the same. I think it's the same with like Hollywood and stuff, where we don't have the same creatively charged industries that we used to. So I think just the time for them's come and gone.
Yeah, maybe there will be another time.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I think everything's a little too clean now as well, and not in the sense of like politically or content or anything like that. Just simply like if we're talking how things look, it's all a little
like,
too clean.
All moved to like digital, and that's very uniform and like it's sort of quality.
Yeah.
Whereas like film had that grain.
So like just to kind of quickly touch on one of the Napcast things we're going to talk about later today, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The grain of that film is so, I think, critical to how that film feels.
It makes that film.
Yeah. So, you know, they did remake it, but like I think it was the early 2000s, so you still had a little bit of that there. Whereas now
just
I think
moving out.
Yeah. Whereas I think now if you shot something like that, everything's just far too clean. We're not just shooting at the resolution that we're putting out. We're shooting at 4K, 6K, 8K, or 12K.
Yeah.
You're shooting at such a high resolution that when you bring the shelf down to whatever you're outputting,
it's what like you're editing and stuff. Yeah.
It's far too crisp an image. I think for certain things, horror just does not work the same way anymore, and I think that's a big thing about it.
I think it's a good factor in why modern horror is so shit.
They also stop throwing in god awful CGI as well,
and stop overly relying on jump scares for fuck's sake.
Yep.
Yeah. But we will touch on that.
Yes, we will touch on that
in the coming weeks.
Not a tangent I expected to go on there.
Oh well.
But yeah. So yeah, I think that's the end of this episode.
I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah, everything that you can do is on screen. You can click that subscribe button, whatever, going down in the comments, leave a comment, let us know what you thought. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.